And now for our candidate for Club Growth Director. Division B Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Laura Gregory. Our first questioner will be Jag Najendra.
Thank you, Ed, and welcome. Good morning, Laura. My question to you is, what is your plan to promote the organization to corporate leaders, community organizers?
Thank you, Jag, for that wonderful question. I must admit that coming into this role is a little, I'll say it, scary. However, I have started off to banish the scary by getting some advice. I've had a little bit of time with Lance to talk about the position. And I've come up with some ideas as time has moved along. I believe that reaching out in some ways that Lance has showed me to perhaps realtors or to other corporations in the area, contacting their HR or maybe their employee health, safety, happiness manager. I'm sure there's got to be a position like that, or someone that is really looking out for the other work needs of an employee, and convincing them to perhaps host a demo meeting so that they can see for themselves exactly what Toastmasters is about. I believe it's important to reach out to as many people as we can and just share what we have. Because as has been alluded earlier, we have so much of Zoom. We're really tired of Zoom, but we have this option that's opening up to us to be in person and to be in Zoom. And I think this would be a wonderful opportunity to make people that may not be aware, to give them a way to see that this can work for them. This can work for employees and corporations with their branches in other cities and towns, and perhaps even induce them to incorporate into a new club in a different area. And that's what I would do, is just to reach out. It is my job to pull in people and to get them to see the benefits of Toastmasters and hopefully introduce them to a meeting, or to what it is and what benefits it can provide. And that would be my primary focus, Jag.
Thank you, Jag, and thank you, Laura, for that fine answer. Our next questioner is Distinguished Toastmaster Beverly Adams.
Hello, Laura.
Hi, Beverly.
My question for you is, how will you address low member clubs?
Well, Beverly, I believe that getting involved with the club, of course, not attending meetings because there's only one of me. I can only do as much as I can do, but getting involved with the club, maybe connecting with their vice president of membership, connecting with the leadership team, as it were, to see if there are some ideas that we can present. Maybe it's a club that can sponsor a speechcraft session as a way of outreach into their community. Maybe there is another way, maybe an open house, maybe an active leadership campaign where I can go in and teach the members of the club to better reach out and help them in their reach out. That would be my thought on the low member club. I have a heart for low member clubs. I do have one club that's a bit low, but we are all, if I can inspire the impetus in the club to grow, that I would be a happy person, that I will have felt very, very content in helping them to grow and to move forward.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Beverly, and thank you, Laura, for your answer. Our next questioner is Marcy Johnson.
Good morning, Laura. Nice to have you here.
Good morning now, Marcy.
My question for you is, what strategies will you employ to support each division director?
I believe that, as Lance has alluded to, that I should be meeting with each division director. Now, I don't want to overburden a division director with endless meetings, but perhaps I can have a little one-on-one time with each director. Perhaps we have a small conversation where I can assess the division and see if there are some places where I can come in and help. I want to make sure I build a relationship with each division director. I know as a division director, I appreciated that discussion, that point of discussion, that offer of help from those that were in district leadership in the trio. And I believe that in the busy things that a division director has to do, that one extra offer, that one question, that one need, assessment of a need can be very beneficial and help them to move that forward into their area directors and then consequently to the club as everyone becomes a little more motivated.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you again, Laura. Moving forward again, back to our first questioner, which is Marcy Johnson. Marcy, please.
With all due respect, I will pass the questioning on to our next person, Linda.
Very well. Distinguished Toastmaster Linda Mendez.
Thank you, Marcy. Hello again, Laura.
Hi, Linda.
With business or with Toastmasters, can you provide a specific example when you developed a strategic planning and how it was implemented successfully?
Wow. Okay. I have spent many years in the business world, of course, and in large corporations. And I have worked with a Toastmaster club, not a corporate club, but a club that met in a corporation. And naturally, to begin, there were not very many of us. And it was an active campaign. What we did is we made the meetings fun. We brought joy into the meetings, and then we reached out to our fellow colleagues. We talked with them, we brought them in, and we're all just trying to move forward with bringing people in and at least trying the meeting and telling them about it. I worked in a very large corporation, and I would be walking the halls, perhaps going to lunch, and I would meet somebody that I knew from another department that was not in Toastmasters, and I would say, hey, you should come down. We meet in the cafeteria, and we're actually going to have some treats with us on this particular meeting. Come on down and enjoy. And when we did these things, we made sure that we made the meetings fun and we made them engaging for everyone. And we made sure that everyone who visited us was well welcomed. They felt like they were wanted there. They felt that they had a place there. It was comfortable for them. This parallels a lot of things that I've done in my working life in arranging projects and making sure that they're executed on schedule. Now, you can't really put people in the same thing as a project when I'm building software, but I think that just bringing that personal touch to people that I may know casually helps them to feel comfortable when they come, because how many people want to go to a meeting and it's just, you're just scared because you don't know anybody. I know the first time I came to a meeting here, I didn't know anybody, but I didn't feel scared. But anyway, the thing that we want to see is have that level of comfort. It's like you're coming into people that are not really your friends, but you feel like they're your friends. You feel like you are wanted there. You feel like you have a place there. It makes you feel like you want to come back. And that was the goal of this particular membership push. And I will say that club in southeastern Pennsylvania is doing very, very well at last report, because that keeps moving forward with newer people and newer ideas. And Linda, that is the key, is to really start to connect with people on an individual level.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Linda.
My fellow Toastmasters, I have a speech that I use for demo meetings, which encourages prospective Toastmasters to join. In this speech, I talk about my journey with Toastmasters. I became a Toastmaster in 2014, and I have enjoyed the journey. But more importantly, the three things that I bring up on the speech are to find your leader. Find your speech, find your leader, find your voice. Most importantly, I have found my voice. I have found how much I enjoy speaking, and I want to bring that joy to others. I want to encourage others to become a part of this organization, which is only concerned with growth, the growth of the person, the growth of a voice, the growth of a speech, the growth of leadership. Because in all three of those points, we become a better person. We become a more functioning member of society. We become a person who can speak up and speak out and begin to connect with others. I see that as a serious problem in our society today. We're all attached to our phones. We're looking at it all the time. We're looking at the TV. We're looking at the Twitter. We should be looking at each other in the eyes. But many people don't know how to do that. That is my mission, is to find those who need to have this. Because you cannot connect on Facebook. Well, you can, but it's very virtual. It's not real. The connection of person to person, even if we're on Zoom, is an important part of being a human being, of being a functioning human being. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many folks out there that need to have their speech, their leader, and their voice. And it's my job as your candidate for Club Growth Director to move into this position, find those people, get them in, and start the education process. I was initially a little concerned about taking this nomination. But I believe that in my mission, I can help others. And is that not the most important thing that a human being can do for another? Bring them into a place where they can speak and they can think and they can lead others. Join with me, vote for me, and let's bring those people in together, my fellow Toastmasters.
Well said, Laura. Thank you very much.